Now, Justice Mandisa Maya has been appointed as the country's new Deputy Chief Justice. The Presidency made the announcement earlier today. Maya is the current President of the Supreme Court of Appeal. She will take up the new post in September. For more, let's speak to the DA's Glynnis Breytenbach, who joins us now virtually to give us her reaction. Thank you very much, Ms. Breytenbach, for your time here on All Angles. Of course, the DA's job is basically to put the ANC in check, right, and the President as well, every time he comes into Parliament. But I'm assuming that with this decision, you're supportive of him?
Yeah, good afternoon. Yes, certainly we're supportive of this decision, and we very warmly congratulate Justice Maya on her appointment. She had a very good interview. She has a lot of experience. As you mentioned, she's the President of the Supreme Court of Appeal, so she has years of experience. She's a proven jurist, and I believe she has great administrative skills. And we believe that she'll be a huge asset to the Constitutional Court.
I just want to know your opinion. You know, during the time that Justice Raymond Zondo was appointed, there was a lot of talk from ordinary South Africans and other people saying that, sometimes the presidents choose the person who will be more lenient towards them, etc. Do you think that, according to our law, maybe we give the president too much power in terms of choosing, people in key positions such as this one?
Well, the appointment of judges remains the prerogative of the president, and I do hold the view that it should remain so. The appointment process, however, is largely collaborative. The appointment process of judges is widely documented and it's very public. It's not a pleasant process. Some days wonder why people make themselves available to go through that process. So it's a rigorous, in sort of an interrogatory process, and the judges of the Supreme Courts of Appeal and the Constitutional Courts, generally speaking, come from the ranks of judges, so they've been through that process. They've been, scrutinized quite rigorously, and so the Judicial Services Commission makes a recommendation to the President on who they think are suitable or not suitable, and based on that recommendation, he exercises his discretion. So I don't find too much fault with the process. In this particular instance, Justice Maya was the only candidate. Nevertheless, she had a rigorous interview, which she fared well in.
Now, there's also this other task of replacing her now at another very important division of the High Court, like the Supreme Court of Appeal.
Yes, that is problematic. Of course, Justice Maya has done, an undeniably good job at the SCA during her tenure there. It will be no easy task to replace her, and I've got no doubt that process will begin almost immediately. Nominations will be called for, applicants will be invited, and that interview process, I'm sure, will get underway almost immediately.
A lot of people have been saying that, this is a great thing. We need to celebrate because this is South Africa's very first Deputy Chief Justice, the very first person to get even close to becoming the Chief Justice of our country, so long after democracy. Do you feel maybe that it's quite embarrassing that we're still talking about transformation in the judiciary? Should we not already have had a female Chief Justice in a democratic South Africa?
I'm sure that Justice Maya would be the first person, and she said so in her interview as well, would be the first person to say that, she's a lawyer and a judge first, who happens to be a woman. And I don't believe that we should, place too much emphasis on whether somebody is a woman or a man. I think we should judge people on their merit. The judiciary is a very important institution. It performs a vital function in our democracy, as we've seen over the last period. And so we should really be looking for the best candidate for the job. An added joyful bonus would be if that candidate was a woman, but women should not be preferred over men simply because they're women. And I can't imagine that there are any women who would want that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think you're absolutely right, and I agree with you when it comes to that. Thank you very much for speaking to us, DA, Shadow Minister of Justice, Glynnis Breytenbach, speaking to us there, reacting to the appointment of Justice Mandisa Maya as our Deputy Chief Justice starting from the 1st of September.